So very good morning to all of you. So today it's a pleasure for me, Israel Jabasingh, to introduce Swaran Singh sir. Unlike me, he's a real Singh from Punjab who has came here in the year 1985. Swaran Singh sir, if you know, complete whatever he started from 1985 till the last post he held. Every post he made a difference. Somewhere I remember when he was Thuthukudi collector, he used a lot of reforms. In fact, before that, when he was a Trichy municipality commissioner, because of his clean drive, all other municipal activities, he was so popular, like a cinema hero. He was followed by the people. People used to run for autographs to get autographs from him. Finally, government realized that why can't we put him some punishment posting? So he was made, I think I was somewhere 12th standard, I used to read a newspaper, suddenly he was transferred on punishment posting, Palawan Transport Corporation or Metropolitan Transport Corporation. After a few days, reforms started even in PTC, where buses started coming on time. Diesel used to be, they used to steal diesel, now all were controlled. Then I read an article. So he is one, unlike most of us, we think we should be district collector, then only we can do any post. Every post he has held, he has made a difference. And yes, as an industry secretary, throughout a lot of industries came during his tenure. Friends, you will be studying in your ethics the foundational values of civil servants. Means there are certain foundational values which is expected, even though expected in reality will be very rare when you go to the field. Say political neutrality, anonymity, integrity, honesty, compassion towards weaker section. Now he is one who is an embodiment of all such qualities, and continuously he made reforms in every service. And in fact, I always feel a true All India civil servant left in 1985, Punjab. After that, he thought Tamil Nadu, he has wedded Tamil Nadu. Even after retirement, now he stays happily in Tamil Nadu. He didn't return to Punjab. So it's a pleasure, privilege to have such a senior officer who has experience of more than 30 years in Indian administrative service. So sir will be sharing whatever is throughout, whatever this 30 years experience he will be sharing with you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Swaran Singh sir.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Wonderful. So I find there are some faces from outside Tamil Nadu also. Is anybody from Andhra? Wonderful. Anybody from outside Andhra? I mean from Kerala or from Bihar or for UP or for Jammu and Kashmir? Wonderful. So I am very happy that because this is the meaning of All India service. All India service means the combination of all people is All India service. Once upon a time, the government of India made a blunder, not a mistake. They say, let us make it RAS. RAS mein therima? RAS stands for Regional Administrative Service. They say people belong to Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Karnataka and Kerala, they will stay there. That was not the mission or the vision of the framers of the Constitution of India. I will not talk any jargons. Everybody know the jargons, right? I will not talk any philosophy. I will talk to you what I learned in my life. What you have to do in your life. Becoming All India Service Officer is very easy. But to maintain your integrity, getting a centum in mathematics is very simple. But keeping a centum in integrity is very, very difficult. Today, what I am, I say it is because of my parents. Before parents, if I put whatever I am today, or whatever I achieve today, not me as an institution, it is only because of him, H-I-M. Not, nobody can do anything. What you plan today will not happen. What you have, DWM, therima? This is a jargon. They call daily work management. Whatever you make daily work management will not happen until there is the grace of Almighty, until the blessings of your parents. I am not saying the cooperation of your friends who are with you, but the blessings of your people is of your parents and Almighty is very important. But the cooperation of your friends, the real friends, is very, very vital. Now we come to the point, I will not talk about the syllabus, I will not talk about the attempts, I will talk about only two things. First, where there is a will, where there is a will, there is a success. Success can be much more if you add will with a skill. The two jargon I use now, will and skill. If you have a skill, for example, I have a knowledge, I have information, but if I am not able to express, if I am not able to share, if I am not able to impress the board in the interview board, what will happen? One of a colleague, he was a brilliant, he was a topper in the university, in Punjab University, Chandigarh. He wrote civil services, he passed. In the written test, he was very confident, very, very confident. Rather, I use the word overconfident. When he went for the interview, believe me or not, how many marks you expect he might get? Thambi, Cholango. You tell me, yaar, kitne marks how you can get? If you go in the interview, how many marks you can get? A person from Andhra. You are from Andhra, right? Kerala. Yes, please. Malu bhai, how many marks you can get? Out of? Today 275? How many you can get? Wonderful, great. This is called the will. That gentleman got just 37 marks in the interview. I underline 37. 37 Tamil solvaanga. Sirf 37 marks he got and he flopped. He could not do that. When he came back, then he find out what was the reason. Then he found that he lacked 4 things. One, overconfidence. My dear friends, whatever you are, whatever I am, let us believe that we should live within our limits. Confidence is a must, but overconfidence is dangerous. Second, he does not have his own philosophy. He was not clear what he was saying. What his teacher said, he said, his teacher is right, I am not right. That was his second quality, which was negative. Third quality, the communication. Okay, the communication skills were so poor, the board member asked something else, but he understood something else. For example, I don't test anybody, don't mistake me. He said, what is the difference between change and transformation? That's the question raised to him. He started talking about social change. He said, I studied social stratification. If anybody has sociology subject, he can find out. He started talking about social change. He started about economic change. He said, what is transformation? Board member asked him 3-4 times, but he could not answer. Last, the fourth one which you filed, he was too shy. When you are facing anybody in the interview board, one should be very, very, very vibrant. Vibrant in the sense one should not feel shy. If you do not know anything, you should say with confidence. I'll tell my experience also. We'll tell that, sorry sir, I don't know. When I appeared first time for the interview, I tell the score later. First 5 minutes, there were 3 members, my friends are sitting in the front row. 3 members asked me some questions about the science. I was not knowing ABC of the science. Very frank with you. So then I say, I'm sorry, I don't know. Second time you say sorry, I think sweating will come. Third time, if you say something more will happen. 3 times, believe me, 5 minutes. I say, I'm sorry. So board members looked at me from, I was sitting there. So the 4th member said, you are teaching in Punjab University, Chandigarh. You are not, I was teaching economics. I was teaching in a girls' college, right? There's a called Home Science College, you might have heard about this. Teaching economics or consumer economics. Consumer is the king of the market and blah, blah, blah. So this sort of thing we're teaching them. I said, yes, I was teaching this. Ask anything about economics. Ask anything about sociology. Ask anything about English literature. Ask anything, I will answer. He is confident. He asked about economics. He said, you know what is AC, average cost and marginal cost? Anybody knowing about this? When AC and AR, average revenue and average cost meet, what happens? There's a break-even point and so on. Sorry, I'm going off the track. So finally, they met, have interaction for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, when I came out from the board, I was thinking, as you are thinking now, that this Sardarji will also get 37 marks. Right? So when I came out, I was not knowing. I was feeling, yes, I have done my duty, I have done my justification for this. Then I came out. When the result came, believe me or not, during our time, then the total marks used to be about 250 or 200. I don't recollect now. They give me 197. 197 are given to me only if I could analyze, only because I was very true what I was thinking. I was not bluffing them. Whenever you do anything, my dear friends, even in writing your exam, you are knowing about that when your GK prelims, you are doing that. When you're going for the other second test, okay, CSAT, you will find out there is negative marking. Many people are knowing about this. I did not talk about this. So if you are not knowing the answer of anything, it's better not to lose the marks. Better to leave the question or think about it. Let us leave it. So that's why that was the second learning. That was the second takeaway for me. When I wrote second time, I use the word second time for civil services. My mother told me, are you willing to go anywhere in the country? Especially difficult for the girls section, I say, must appreciate. Let me be very clear about that. It's very difficult. She said, 2 things that told me, you go any part of the country, because we fortunately or unfortunately belong to an army background. So if you want to go anywhere, don't bother about anybody. Bother doesn't mean respect. Botheration means if somebody is going to tell anything negative to you, you will find difficult, you may find difficult to cope up with the life. Why I am saying these words, when I was teaching in Punjab University, I was teaching this much. Underline this much. You can understand, like 1 or 2 classes the professor come and take. but I was earning this much. I was not able to, let me say, digest what I was getting. I am getting roughly about 5,000 rupees per month in a city of Chandigarh, right? So when after this, when I got selected to civil services, my dad, who was in army, brigadier, he asked me, hey, Swaran Singh, something is wrong with you. And you say then the people who become IAS officers or do all India service, they are well paid by the government of India, well paid by the state governments. But in your case, something is wrong with you. Because every week we used to run away. I use the word run away. Run away from Masuri Academy to Chandigarh and we go and say to our mother, Amma. Here Tamil Nadu say Amma. And they, in Punjab they say Bibi. Okay, Mataji. They say, give me 500 rupees. One day my dad heard. He said, what a nonsense you're talking. And you are coming and asking money for us. For 5 years you are giving money to us. 5,000 rupees, how much you can spend? I used to spend maximum 750 or 1,000 rupees. I used to have only bike. Not our Apache or thing. Simple one. Like what you call scooter, Bajaj scooter. Okay. Used to take this, used to go to the college and come back. So they say, you used to give us 4,500 rupees and now you are asking and telling us to give us. That is the first taste of our service, which we found. Second thing, when we got married, this is very interesting. I think not for this section, for this section. When we got married, before that, I decided, rather my mother told me, if you go to see any girl, just see only one girl. Decide to see only one girl, not 10 girls or 20 girls or 5 girls. Second, if you decide to marry that girl, don't go by in the sense what his father is, how much property he has, what are the things he has, so and so forth. So I saw my wife, let me say like this, not through any friends, not other things and all that. In academy I was sitting there, I said, Tamil Nadu, no girl will come from Punjab to come to Tamil Nadu. It will be very difficult to come to Tamil Nadu. You know very well, right? I say if we marry some girl from a well-off family or a rich family, they will leave and run away. Because you go to Dindivanam or some other area where no facility, no hotel, nothing is there, what will you do? Anyway, we said in Tamil, how many people know Tamil? Fantastic, wonderful. Some people left there, Malayalam will be also knowing. So then we saw and we decided to get married, right? So in Tamil Nadu, when we found that, some of the people went. Somebody was asking me, Sir, Itne sovereign. Sovereign is very famous, right? If you say in Andhra, they say itne kilo. Okay? Itne kilo. Kilo da, not sovereign. So I give a statement because people are knowing Tamil, that's why I want to make it clear. I say, Innodi wife, because my friend is there, Innodi manavi, Innodi tangam. Till today, ninga paaringo. Itne varsha, damadi kudukala, damadi vangala. I never demanded, I use the word underline. My parents, myself never demanded a single damadi. Damadi therima, nareba damadiyo theriyade. Damadi means or paisa, or naya paisa. So that's called damadi. So today, after marriage, let us say 35 years, there's a pin drop silence. Silence means there's a peace in the house. We never had a fight in the house. Never had a fight for last 35 years. Believe me, I built only a house after 35 years. Only one house. சின்ன வீடு இல்லை, ஒன்று மட்டும். That is also a flat. That is a flat only that we built after 35 years in Nerkundram. Is very close to Coimbatore thing, where I was the president. I am president for the last 4 years. Why I am raising this? If you wish, I am giving the glamour of the service. If you wish, you can build so many flats, so many bungalows, right? So many plots, if you wish. Even in the first 5 years. This is the outcome of 35 years. 35 years, then we build this. This is only a flat. Okay, that All India Service, we call it All India TAISA, we call it All India Service Housing Society. So that was built after 35 years. Number 2, if you are having this in mind, I am not against this, that if your parents are having a house or your in-laws having a house or you want to build a house, priority number 1. Priority number 1, once you join the service as a AC training or a sub-collector, please try to get a piece of land. Simple, maybe 1 ground, half ground, or maybe in Andhra they give plots, they give things, Punjab they also give, Rajasthan they also give. Like this, please become a member of any society, which will give you a lot of confidence to work, confidence to serve the community, to serve the people. Otherwise, when you come home, உங்களுடைய வைஃப் திட்டுவாங்கயா, உங்கள் மாமி மாமனார் திட்டுவாங்கயா, அம்மா அப்பா திட்டுவாங்கயா, எப்பா இன்னும் IAS ஆஃபீஸர் ஆயிட்டாரா, ஒரு வீடே கிடையாது அவருக்கு. So that's why this is my request. This is the only piece of advice I am saying. So first of all, it is always better to have a 1 ground or 1 flat for you and for your family. That will give a peace of mind. Then adu parage, if you are able to build this, then I can use the word Mahakavi Bharadiyar. Enna sonnaru, achamilla, right? So that will happen in the sense, once you are safe and secure, your wife will not find fault with you. Veetikla Sunday varadu. But I think is Almighty, I did not have Sunday for 35 years, right? No, this is very, very important. Now, how to come to the service, for which I have come to talk to you about, if I say, about 30 minutes. Then we'll have interaction. Any doubts, any clarification, feel free, right? Then we'll talk. Most important thing which I learned, I had no ambition to become All India Service Officer. My friends sitting in the back will appreciate. Well, earning, I told in the beginning itself, I was earning this much. I was doing my doctorate. I did my MPhil for Punjab University, then I was doing my doctorate, and my professor, who was a guide, he was saying, we will go to the World Bank. He said, you do research in economics, like he was chairman of Agriculture Production Commission. People who are having agriculture background, please keep in mind, there are some selected few questions which always come on agriculture. There is the one fundamental tip I want to give you. Which are those areas, at time permits, we'll talk. Agriculture Production Commissioner, the person told me, if you're going to join civil service, you want to run away from that, I give you a blank check. You fill up the amount and you give me in installments when you go to the World Bank. I said, sir, I will not ditch you, but I want to make very clear, my mission is to go for the civil service. He said, why? Why, I can tell you. He's sitting here, I don't know how many will tell me the truth. I'll tell the truth first, then you can think. I was teaching in the Home Science College, the girls' college, there was a principal. without naming for which part of a country she belongs. First time when I went to the college, the selection was made by the UPSC. In UT, the selection for this was done, there were about 149 candidates. I don't know who selected me, why they selected me. So when we went there, because I was doing my research, there are two girls under me who are doing her MSc in home science. One is textiles, another called food. So these two girls, they got more score than the principal of the college. In the dissertation, we call it at the time dissertation, not thesis. Thesis meant for PhD. So one girl got 90, and that was all external examiners. The principal of the college, she was a nice, talented lady. She gave me a challenge. I underline the word. Because here what is happening, when we are selecting for civil services, either your parents will decide, right? I'm just telling, either parents will decide, or your friends will decide, or your teacher will decide, or if I underline, or your girlfriend or boyfriend will decide. The girl will say, I will marry you until you become IAS officer. Boy will say, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is normally happen. How many people come from the core of their heart, they say, yes, I want to do that. In my case, when the principal told me that if you think, you say, big thank or like the brainstorm session, something like that, he said, if you think that you can do much better, why don't you do something for the society? Why are you sitting in the college? I said, madam, that we can also try. What is wrong in this? We can also make an attempt. I use the word attempt. I never claimed that I'll do that. He said, we can make an attempt, it's possible. So I think the result of her attempt is that I am standing before you. This is what I came because of this. But my professor, when he came to know that I have been selected for this, he did not talk to me for 1 month. He did not talk to, he said, "Pot vanga, ponga, poda." Tamil la I don't like to see your face. First thing which I would like to convey from this, my dear friends, is always better to keep your cool. Don't lose your temperament, don't lose your balance, either in the interview or in your written exam. In written exam also, sometimes you may not be knowing anything. I use the word knowing anything. How many people belong to the literature? Anybody belong to English literature? Very good. Oh, very few too. Yes, madam. I just ask you one small thing, which I attempted at the time. There was a word called still. I never knew that we have this much facility. Otherwise, I should have brought my PowerPoint presentation. They should much still. He said, can you use it? That came in the prelims. Use the, main or prelim? Main. Because you have to qualify English as well as Tamil or Hindi or whatever language you have. He said, use still as a noun or as a verb. Yes, madam. Use still as a noun as well as a verb. It's not a test. Yes, Kuti. You use as a verb?
Because still is something I need to stand without using.
I understand. I'm standing. You use it a verb. Please, no, I just make it simple. I was stilled at the presence of X, Y, Z in this hall. This is a verb. Still means stunned, right? We became standstill. People say, I am a standstill. It's not a verb. So there was even a professor of English or literature, even he was not knowing. But there's nothing to feel shy. If we don't know anything, there's nothing wrong in this. So that we attempted. Now the second point I want to convey, which was my point, was the selection of your optional subject. I think your academy, Officer Academy might be much more clear than me to tell. But I want to make it very clear, the final decision lies with you. It doesn't lie your friend. It doesn't lie with the people who have passed out in the last batch. It doesn't depend upon your teacher or lecturer in the college or university. It is in your hands. If you are not comfortable, there are some people who come from background, technical backgrounds. Some doctors might be there. Every batch will have more doctors and more engineers. I know about that. But the point is, be comfortable, be clear in your subject, in the basic. Some people say Tamil literature. People look like, hey, Tamil? He said, this boy passed out with a Tamil. It's not a shame. We should be proud of. If we have one colleague of us, for example, I would not like to name him, he had Tamil as his optional, as an elective subject and got a very good score. Excellent score in Tamil. My dear, I want to make very clear, there's nothing wrong even selecting your own language. Let it be Malayalam, let it be Kannada, let it be whatever the language may be. But please feel free, just have a trend. People say, see the trend of the last 4 years or 5 years. 4 or 5 years trend, you will find out that Tamil is giving a very good score. And next 5 years, you will not get. Why I am saying this? This is my experience why I am saying this. See, Tamil people writing your question paper, your answer sheet will mostly come to Tamil Nadu. People say charity begins at home, right? I don't explain more than this. So this is the one aspect. Please be clear about that, I want to say. Second thing is, what is the optional subject you take? Please think 4 times. Please think 4 times before doing into this. And now we have got 9 papers. I think you might be know. I didn't look into this. One more example I want to share. This is very, very important. We are supposed to pass 2 languages, English as well as Hindi, Punjabi or Tamil. One person from our own batch could not pass in Tamil. He failed in Tamil, but in other he got excellent score. Please don't ignore this simple where you have to get only 25% marks in English or Hindi, whatever it is. So don't ignore this also. Please keep in mind when you go for writing this, go with some mindset that we have to clear it. That's the only condition I can put. Second point which I talked about the basics. Now we come to the third most point. Third most important thing is your basics. Your basics in the subject should be crystal clear. For example, somebody says, I am going to school. Give me a very simple example. I am not now in the jargon mode. I am going to school. Can you convert into passive voice? I am going to school. Anybody can convert into passive voice. I gave him $100. Oh, very good. Who is this? I am going to Officers Academy, let us say. Right? Convert into this is active voice. Convert to passive voice. My friend talked. Who is this? Wonderful. Kindly say, school is there? Oh, wonderful. School is being visited. Where is the concept of visited? There's no verb like visited, my dear. I say, I am going to school. I am going to Officers IAS Academy. How you can make it passive? It's not possible. Why? Why is it not possible? School, you think school is a mobile? School is a flexible? School is a noun, is a person? There are something we have to very clarity. I use the word. We need a clarity about the basics of your subject. You have any subject, you have bio, you have chemistry, mathematics, but the basics is very, very important. If you don't have the basic, I think we will suffer in the long run. Fourth point, my dear friends, just want to give the tip. Fourth point which I want to say. don't mind sharing your thoughts with your friends, not with the competitors. Don't mind sharing your thoughts with the friends and not with the competitors. Sometimes the competitors may not tell the truth. They will tell you some different story, but your friends will not tell you. So sharing interaction, sharing your ideas with your friends will give a lot of good ideas. And clarity will come. Of this the fourth point. Fifth point I would like to say, that I use the word, you heard about TQM? Total quality management. Anybody can share what is TQM? Simple. Yes, my dear friend, front row will be always brilliant people sit in the front row, because we are all benchers right side. Yes, any idea? Just thinking. TQM basically stands for improvement every day, every moment. That is called TQM. Whatever you do, my dear friends, don't think that this is the climax. Don't think that this is the upper limit. Don't think that more than this, nothing is possible. Don't forget to explore other possibilities. Okay? TQM, I would like to say, if you say, now I have prepared the notes. I have the prepared notes on the social stratification. Right? And people say, Durkheim. You know, heard about Durkheim? Anybody having sociology? So, Durkheim's concept of suicide. There are 3-4 types of suicide. Please believe in me. I say, for example, in Karnataka, especially in Bangalore, the divorce rate is 40%. Divorce rate is 40%. Why? Anybody can tell? Because lack of understanding. Lack of understanding. This is the one factor which may also affect us if we don't have the understanding of that particular subject. Particular subject is also very, very important. So the basic understanding of the subject, please feel free to talk to your professor who are teaching you here also, to ensure that you must get clarity. Don't leave him till the person gives you the clarity that this should be like this. If you write something, if for example they are saying now words, you write about 300 words, 400 words on AB, on ethics, right? Which I'll talk with later in another 5 minutes. See, you please get a clarity on ethics also and show him what is the selection of words you are using. The words which are being used by you, they should be very, very educative. They should be very, very clear. There should be any confusion, because you have to write in limited words. Be clear. No writing story. To the point, specific. If it's 300 words, 400 words, like your essay writing. Essay writing people start saying, my name is Swaran Singh, I belong to Chandigarh, I study there, and then after this I got selected, I came to Tamil Nadu, okay, after putting this service, I retired. What is the stuff in this? So when you are writing marks, 250 marks for the essay, there should be a stuff. And stuff can be built by you, not by you, by your teachers, by your professor from where you study, by your senior, by your friends also. Have a stuff and share with him, share with your peer group, or share with a mentor. Please adopt somebody as your mentor, right? So I don't know, I have no idea, he will give you. These sort of things I can tell you, if you go with confidence, if you go with the confidence to write any exam, I can tell you, certainly there will be success. Because the people who go without clarity, without this, I think mostly they will be confused at the right of writing the final exams. Now I'll give you some tips on the ethics which may be useful. I use the word in the beginning also, the integrity of the service is very, very important. When we came to Tamil Nadu, after marriage, I came by second class AC. You know, second Tamil Nadu Express, GT Express, there used to only 2 trains, Tamil Nadu or GT. Tamil Nadu Express used to take 35 hours and GT2 used to take 39 to 42 hours. and that was no ticket available. Okay, so then what happened? My wife, who is a Tangam, right? My wife was thinking, what's wrong with this Sardarji? He was saying that I've got the tickets booked for the GT, and he's going to 42 hours. At the time, that was, if I say like this, 42 hours coming from Chandigarh to Delhi. It starts for Delhi. So there we coming, you can say about 50 hours. 50 hours when you come back, all your makeup and other breakup will take place. Right? By the time you reach Chennai, you will not be visible. Padi white, padi black. Black and white mari varam. So that way, when we came there, I must thank her, must appreciate her. She was a bank officer in State Bank of India. She waited for 3 years. When I posted a sub-collector in Dindivanam. So I made a request. I used the word request. I sent a letter to the Chief Secretary saying like this, that if you can post me nearby any place where my wife is working there, I don't want any talented women or lady should sit at home. If you marry a lady, don't make a blunder of keeping her at home. Talent should not be kept at home. Talent should be utilized, should be put in the field. So then the response came. Response what came? Your request cannot be complied with because Viluppuram district, at the time you used to call it Viluppuram district or you called it Kadlur district. Kadlur used to be very, very highly sensitive, very communal tension. Communal tension was so great, you cannot breathe even. This was there. So anyway, we went from this railway station to Dindivanam by a bus. They call it Mardh Pandian Transport Corporation. Now you can understand what will the fate. Right? Fate of the lady thinking then, when we went to Dindivanam, there is a called Sub-Collector Bungalow. Sub-Collector Bungalow was there. We reached a bit late in the night, nothing was there. One my, a person who was looking after, his name was Mr. Kali Muthu. Kali Muthu made some chapati of different sizes, triangles. Okay. So he made it with some sort of pachapatani, what do you call it? Green peas. Right? He made it. So then both of you took pachapatani, and next day the person, the previous sub-collector who was there, he says, sir, there's a beautiful lake outside. When you go in the morning for walking, there will be a beautiful lake outside, you go there. I was so impressed. I said, well, the wife will be impressed to see the lake. I said, let's go and see. When you get up in the morning, lake, there was no water in the lake. And the people were sitting all around the lake. All around the lake. They were, then I say, oh my God, what a pleasant surprise. So then, Talyari, you know Talyari? Watchman. The watchman came with a stick. Pudusa sub-collector vantara. Poda. Somebody having a tumbler kaila vachite. Somebody wasting kaila vachite. So that was the experience, right? And we must appreciate then I think we waited for 3 years. Then she started learning Tamil. She learned Tamil, right? Then she did her B.Ed, she did her M.Ed, she did her M.Phil, she did her doctorate in education. So such ladies, you think they should sit at home. This can be your wife, you can be your sister, you can be your any relation. So finally she joined the education department. She served about 25, 35 years, 30 years. Bank officer, she was earning, you know better. Like a probationary officer, how much they earn and how much you earn when you work in a school. So that was the one step I want to share with you. This happened in Dindivanam. Now come to the second point. That in administration you love, and this sort of question will also come in the main. Mostly question will come on law and order situation. They will try to explore how will you tackle, or how will you tackle this particular situation. Particular situation is, there is a called National Highways 49 or 47. There is one village called Salavadi on the National Highways. I was coming from Pondicherry, Puducherry. I was coming there to see, attending a meeting of the collector. One Mr. Davendranath Sarangi, who was later on became the chief secretary, he was the collector of Kadlur. There was some discussion on law and order. Law and order discussion was going, and we are coming back. When we say, in village called Salavadi, a bus was set on fire by one particular community. And the people, what they are doing, they were dancing on the road. Believe me or not, both sides, maybe 3 kilometers on north, 3 kilometers on the south, road was totally blocked. No police person. No person of the revenue department. It was somewhere at 7:30 in the evening. I made a call to the police officer, the DSP we call it, asked them, hey pa, at the time like Tamil theriyadu. I had a typical slang. Hey, there is a fire of a bus. Please come immediately. So he understood. Then what he said? He said, Ayya. Normally police people say Ayya. He said, Sir. Sir illa. Tamil Nadu we call it Sir, Sir. He said, Sir. He said, Sir, don't go there. Those people are very, very different people. They will arvail vachiruvanga. They will adipanga. So he say, oh my God. I say, look at the people who are suffering. What will you do? I'm talking, that was my, if we say, after joining for 4 or 5 days. So this, when we went to there, believe me or not, at the time we had a benefit of the red light. He asked my driver, will you come with me? Yeah, mudiyade. He said, I will not go. They called Dafedar. You know Dafedar? One Dafedar wearing some potato. The person, he also refused. With the grace of Almighty, I was knowing how to drive. I said, you get on. Then I said, I'll drive myself. We went to the field where the people are set on the fire, talk to the people. These people are not willing to listen. Then in a typical police mode, in a va derima, va pagala illa makkal, va tukki va, police pinnadi vapa. In the solitary, all people ran away. All people ran away, and we were able to see with our own eyes. The bus was burnt to ashes. Then the BSF, Border Security Force people, they came for conducting the election in Tamil Nadu. These Sardarjis for Punjab or Border Security Force, they were sitting idle, and they are saying, Sir, give some work to us. You are not giving any work to us. We are idling here. We are going to Pondicherry to take some drinks or mutton or chicken. So I say, oh my God, I say, it's a very good idea. What we can do? I said, these people are setting on fire the bus. This is not a good thing for Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a very peaceful state. He says, Sir, you give direction. We set everything in order. In one evening, what happened? People came on the road to block the road because of some reason. I don't know what the reason was there. One person who was the SI, sub-inspector with 5 people, he was going around. He called them, hey pa, kahan ja rahe ho? What for? Where you are going? He said, we are going to put a road block. He said, why? He said, yesterday in our village, only 4 buses came. Normally the 5 buses used to come. Oh my God, he talked to me on English, in a broken English. Sir, people are saying 4 buses came, 5th bus did not come. Sir, what should I do? I said, don't do anything. We will come there, we want to talk to the people, and those people become very, very happy. And there was some lady This I'm telling the beauty of learning Tamil. The lady who was there, he was maybe about 70. She was also sitting there. I said, Amma, party இதை சொல்லிட்டோம். பார்ட்டி இதுக்காக இங்கே உட்காருங்க. Why are you sitting there? He says, சார் எனக்கு தெரியாது, அவர் தான் கூட்டிட்டு வந்துட்டார். She said, I don't know why I come, but he brought me. So then we talked to them. Believe me, in 2 minutes, with only Tamil, within 2 minutes, the whole people left. Whole people left. That's why I'm saying, learning of any language, when you go to Tamil Nadu or Malayalam or Kerala, anywhere or Punjab or UP, please make it a point that you must learn Tamil. Tamil. Northeast people cannot pronounce Tamil. Pinnadi last, who is there, my dear friend? Which part of country you are? Yes, please. Manipur. Can you pronounce Tamil? Difficult. Right? What I'm saying is, if you learn Tamil or learn that particular language, it will bring confidence in you. It will bring confidence among the people. That this makkal namma naadkarda, namma naadda. Tamil pesite 50% of the problem will be over. Right? So that's why the second point tip I would like to give is, always better to learn the language after you qualify and become this. This is the second point, most important. The fourth point I want to share, which is personal experience, which many people will not get. This is the first thing I told you about law and order situation. Certainly there will be a question on this particular, how will you tackle this situation? They will ask you even in the interview. Even they ask you in the interview, how will you tackle this sort of question? Right? If you have some experience, what is the example I am quoting for you? Perhaps in future it will become an asset for you. Right? Now we come to one place called Trichinapalli. You heard about Trichinapalli? How many people? Trichy. They call it Trichinapalli or Trichy. By mistake, I use the word, but these are why I'm talking. These are the things which will help you to write your answer for the mains even. In Trichinapalli, a municipality was upgraded as a corporation, municipal corporation. They upgrade, there are some 3-4 parameters. Number 1 is the population, number 2 the income, blah, blah, blah. So I was the first man, I use the word, I was the first man by mistake or by chance or by I don't know. They posted a Sardarji saying like this, the condition of the municipal corporation is very pathetic. Very, very pathetic. And they posted me, he said, go there. When I went there first time, I made by train called Rockfort Express. I got on at 4:30 in the morning. I asked my driver, nobody should come to the airport except the driver. I asked the driver, please tell me, which are the areas where people are not getting the water? Which are the areas where you don't get light? Area where people are not getting the kuppe, the garbage being removed. The driver was very sharp, must appreciate. He took me 3-4 areas. 3-4 areas, went there and said it was true. Then after taking a shower, I came to the office around 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in front of my office, there was Dharna. Road Marial. Right? So all Tuppar Paniyalar, they might be knowing, they call it conservancy workers. Or the people who are sweeping our roads and all that. There are about 100 people. 100 people came outside the office sitting there. I was surprised. I said, I came only today and today Dharna has started. I have not done any Blue Star operation. I have not done anything. Why this nonsense has started happening? So they say, we will not allow you to enter the office. I said, tell me, no fault in this. So then these people say, sir, moon mada, with 3 months, sambalam. We have not been paid for last 3 months. I have got 5-6 children. Who will look after those 5-6 children? Who will, in Hindi they kehte hain, Hindi, you know about this? Anybody knows Hindi? Very good. So Hindi they say, palle na panya rotiyan, save galla khotiyan. It means if your tummy is not full, Whatever the wisdom you talk, it will not go to the head. So I could understand the poor people not paid 3 months. Then they say, another thing I still remember, there was Fatima, don't mistake me ma. Fatima was there. Fatima told me, we were thinking over Tamil theriyadu. He said, hey, pa, kutti payyan enna panna mudiyum? Kutti payyan means chota sardarji. He said, Narai vandittu poitara. He said, there are 4 or 5 people who were posted before me. They came and stayed for 6 months, 9 months because they could not get anything to da. So they left. He said, the kutti payyan enna panna mudiyum? I listened. This is very important. I listen very patiently. Listening is most important. Either in the interview or whenever you meet anybody, please listen first, question anything. I listened to her. I said, Party, neenga kavale panna venda. Neenga kavale panna venda means you don't worry. I'll see that either beg or borrow. I underline this point. I say either beg or borrow. I will see that you people, not the super paniyalar. I say everybody in the corporation will get their salary on 31st or 1st of every month. Nobody clapped. Right? Normally a politician gives a speech, everybody will clap. Nobody clapped. So then these people say, Summa pesra hai. Summa pesra therima? They say, he's just telling lies, nobody can do anything. So this they told. Then I felt, I said, look, Buddy Sardarji, you have told this, but how will you do? Hey, there are 4 W. Okay? When, why, how. Kadesi Nal comes to how. They call it, there are some we do in the corporate sector, 4 W and 1 H. When, why and where, this and how. So this idea which came to me was there, how to do this, how we can make it. Why? The reason was that particular municipal corporation, if I tell this, I think you will like it. I just put it, that particular municipal corporation, so-called Tichinapalli Corporation, this is very interesting for you, my dear. It may come in the final exam, this sort of questions which I have noticed. For having rupees 85 crores, 85 crores as loan from World Bank. 1, 2, they were having 65 crores bills pending for making payment, for laying of the road, for putting some this, right? Then there were 3 months salary to be paid at a rate of 1.85 lakhs per month. Multiply with 3 comes to about 5 lakhs something. And what was there with me? What was there in the kitty of Corporation of Trichy? There's 3,000 rupees. Now I am on your side. I am sitting here, you are standing here. Tell me, what will you do? Any person with back benches, which I love. I used to sit on the back benches. Yes, my dear. Your friend Pakadala. Malayalam, Tambi Pakadala Yaru Karanga. Swami, even Pakadala. Yes, my dear. What will you do, my dear? You give me guidance. I am saying that will be useful for you and for me. What will you do? Okay, no problem. Yes, sir. Last, madam, red color dress. What will you do, madam? Okay. So, बेगम साहिबा क्या कहते हैं? आप बताइए, आप क्या करेंगे? बताइए जी. Very good, wonderful. She gave one answer. How? कहाँ से? Beg or borrow? How to do? बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट बताया आपने. Very good. There's the one issue. How to do that?
Municipality asked
Very good. That's under second point. See, like this, the points will come. She said, you should try to get municipal taxes. You got a property tax, you have professional tax, you have water tax, you have so many taxes to be this. Now, if I say, she gave me a wonderful point. I want to make it very clear. The dues from the people means the people who are there. The dues from the people was about 15 crores. People were not paying the taxes. People not paying because there were no service. No service of being done. Right? So then what to do? How to do that? One day everybody will not come and pay. Nobody will come and do. So I still remember, I joined some 4th of October, 1994. There were about 27 days. October I was 31 days. 27 days were there with me. Now what I planned, first point what she said, my focus was first to pay for 3 months. Make it that everybody should be paid at least this much. Second point was 2-3 things which you did. Number 1, first we had a meeting with our own people in a batches. The bill collector, you know bill collectors? They're very rich people, believe me or not. Corporation people. They were earning, they're about, I tell you this will be very interesting for you. The bill collector was collecting 500 rupees in a month. 500 rupees he was collecting in a month in 30 days. Right? Then they call a revenue inspector. Revenue inspector was collecting about 1,500 rupees in a month. Collector means bill, property tax, professional tax, water tax, this. In totality, there are about 465 people. 465 people, they were earning how much? 1.5 lakhs per month. In 1 month they were collecting 1.5 lakhs. With this, how will you survive? Then you have to do some injection of penicillin or paracetamol or some diamicron 30, or you have to put something. First, this is the one issue. Second issue, after discussion with the people, we call the community people. Ask the community people, tell us what's the problems. So they raised 3 issues. 3 issues were, number 1, water supply. Number 2, kuppe, garbage. Third, the lights. For this, do you think we should go to the World Bank? Do you think we'll go to the Oxford? You should think we should do the Harvard? I told them that we can do that. And believe me, within a week's time, the people who came, this area, say Telenagar or Tinnur, right, or other area, the people say, sir, it's not happening. I say, I'll give you the challenge. I'll give you the assurance that in a week's time, everything will be okay. This area, Telenagar area, within a week's time, in 7 days' time, this area became neat and clean. No World Bank, nobody from abroad, nobody Government of India, nobody from officers at training academy. So this week's time, what happened? We started doing the cleaning operation. People start building confidence, start building rapport with the community. And these people said, sir, we are pending about 50 lakhs with us. We have not paid for 3 years. We are ready to pay 50% if you continue to do the same service. So what should be? I think very happy, and I asked for idli, they are giving me dosa. So then I should say, jump into this. Believe me, 50 people, the 50 lakhs which give me 50%, that gave me a lot of confidence. Confidence came from there. I was there for about 11 months. In 11 months, what we did, this 11 months, these were paid, returned. They were nil no loan from the World Bank. These bills were also paid. These people start getting the salary on 1st of every month. The Trichinapalli Tuppar Paniyalar, the Trichinapalli bill collectors who are getting 500 rupees per day, they start collecting 5 lakhs per day. And one day they collected even 1 crore. They collected even 1 crore. And these ladies, you are telling, who were 70 years old and all that, the attendance rate improved. Who used to come 40%, 50%. It came to 89% in 1 month's time. And with this, when I was transferred from this corporation, I tell you what happened after this, but before I want to tell you one interesting part. Anybody heard about Teppakulam? There is one place called Teppakulam. Teppakulam is nothing, a traditional tank, right? Teppakulam, one day after we stabilized for about 3-4 months, after this, one day we are going this. Believe me or not, this is a fact. We are going this in the morning, maybe I have bad habits to go in the morning 4:30, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, I saw a small baby. I may be female, I must say. I understand. Female baby was floating on the Teppakulam. I asked the driver, you please stop. We went there and they found. The baby was no more, but that gave me a mental shock. He said, we talk about Rockfort temple, we talk about this, we talk about this, we talk about Srirangam temple. If this sort of thing is happening there, what for we have joined the service? On that particular day, believe me, at the time, my hands were totally empty. Pocket was empty. This pocket was empty. Nothing was there for us. At the time, what happened? This idea we decided, look, we will clean this particular Teppakulam tank. People said, only the Rajas means the kings, after 50 years, after 5 decades, this tank desilting we took up. Now this is the interesting part, which will help you. Even when you write the civil services, main exam, this help you. We get a quotations from the various departments. Like you heard about PWD, you heard about agriculture Union department, you talk about housing department, some blah blah blah. We asked 3 quotations. One person gave, how much will come? One person said, it will cost us, sir, 1 crore and 25 lakhs. Second person for PWD, he says, sir, we will give you concession. Right? We will go for 2 crore and 80 lakhs. Third person, if you know, with due respect to the NGOs, there are so many NGOs also came in the picture. NGO said, sir, we are very committed, we are very dedicated. I am raising this point, please keep in mind. NGOs will say, some writer will also come on the role of the NGOs to building this society. So the NGOs, 4 or 5 people came. Young ladies, very nice looking, wearing nice saris, wearing nice dress and all. A group of 10 ladies came. He said, sir, we want to give you a hand. I said, you're most welcome. What? Sir, we also join you in this noble cause. I said, you're most welcome. So I said, can we go inside the tank? When inside the tank, he says, sir, sir, the meeting ange vachila, sir, office le pesla. I said, people have to work here. People have to work here. This I'm giving a typical example of an NGO. So then these people, what they said, sorry, you want money? I said, no. If your people are willing to work it, we'll be with you. So finally what happened, I asked my own people. They called Tuppar Paniyalar or the other people. I said, we will do the cleaning. We will take the task. I have given a commitment to the people that we will do that. All the people are shocked. He says, sir, how we can do that? I say, you are all my Singham. You are all my Singham. We can do that. I also come with you. It's not that we will watch. So these people said, sir, we'll work in the morning and evening will come. Believe me or not, all these people came and they used to work in the afternoon. What afternoon I had to do for them, We cleaned this tank. We cleaned this tank in about 6 months' time. We have a range in between. Male came. So after dispatch the rains, we completed the tank in 6 months. And we put up, what we put up there? National flag. The Independence Day was celebrated in this particular Teppakulam tank. Why we put a national flag in the tank? Anybody can tell? Why we put national flag in this? That was basically the independence given to these small babies, right? One issue. Second independence was given, now Kuppe. Third independence was given this, that these are the people of India who had done it. It is not done by the World Bank, it is not done by anybody. It is done by the people of Tamil Nadu. So that was the third point. Now, can anybody tell me how much cost has done? Thambi, black color, purple color shirt. Solingo, how much will cost? 2 crore, very good. Anybody else? Yes, madam, you came late. Not you, other person, this white shirt. Yes, Thambi. Yes. 35? 75 lakhs, very good. Now, my dear friends, I underline, we means the all people of Corporation of Chennai and the people of Trichy, we did not spend a single penny. We did not spend a single damadi. We spent only use the word, only about, if I say, 30,000 rupees, not 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees were alone spent from the funds of Corporation of Trichy. For what? For giving tea or coffee, not even food. For giving tea and coffee or snacks to those poor people. And this task of 2 crores, 5 crores, 1 crores was done in just 30,000 rupees. So what you take away from this example is that there will be so many solutions to a problem. Don't take for granted that this is the only solution for the problem. Now after that, last thing I want to tell about Trichy. We were moving 3 metric ton of kuppe, garbage, every day. With how many lorries? 25 lorries. You know lorries, what is the capacity of a lorry? 7 ton, 9 ton. They were moving 3 tons. How many Tuppar Paniyalas? There were 256. And they have bullock carts. And they got a talvandi. All were moving 3 ton. When after 10 months, we were moving how much? 375 metric tons of kuppe was removed by the same people, same vehicles, same time, no extra time. So 3 metric ton, 375 metric ton done by the same people. So try to build confidence in your team. Try to build confidence in the team. Then you can say you can do wonders. People of India, people of Tamil Nadu, they are very skilled people. What we need a combination of will and skill. If you write in main examination something comes, if you add the combination of will and skill, I am sure if other people get 4 marks, you will definitely get 6 marks. So these things will matter. Now after last of all, what I can say, when we got orders for marching, in civil services, wherever you are posted, don't take anything to the heart. Don't have a love affair in the heart, especially with the service. Tomorrow you can be kicked out. You can be sent anywhere, but don't get disheartened. When they transferred me, all of a sudden because of various reasons and other things, don't like to share, right? When I was shifted, there was a road Marial, which we were moving. There was a road Marial for 3 days. And the government was very upset. He said they got about 1 lakh postcard, what do you call it? They sent some letters on a postcard saying like this Sardarji, Kuti Sardarji should not be transferred. Because the people are so happy, they thought these things are possible. These things can be done. Now the point which I want to finally highlight is these things, why I narrated this story. In the civil services, what matters a lot to understand the problem, to find a solution with many. Understanding the problem is most important. You may have little resources, is a model of resource mobilization. I used to go to the academy for about 10-15 years to talk about this model. Okay, then we built a model and tried to do for all the corporation and this and this. So this second point is that we should try to be very careful whether we really need, whether we need a loan for the World Bank is not giving free, whether we need a loan for the people. Okay, if there is not required like a need-based approach, when you write something, please keep in mind there should be need-based requirement. When anything comes, then comes the question of ethics. Ethics, if I use the word, if I wish the people who are paying property tax, I have one simple example, quote, then we have session for interaction. These examples will be so many, but just want to say one thing. We went to one place which building was owned by a very senior police officer. DGP, Mele, like Home Secretary Mari. He went to the house, he has rented out. He rented out the first floor and second floor. And the ground floor he has given to his watchman. He was also paying some 500 rupees. But that was shown property as a residential building. Residential building means if you are having residential, the property tax will be this much. If it is a commercial, it will be 3 times. I got a call from Delhi saying, I am the Defense Secretary from the Ministry of Home speaking. How you dare to go to my house? You know, this building belongs to me. I built with my hard-earned money. I listened to him, did not utter a single word. That's why I said listening more important. I said, sir, what problem I have created for you? He said, you revise the property tax. Revise the property tax from about 10,000 rupees to 1,20,000 rupees. From the day the people are living there, the people who are the commercial people living there, say they are living about 1990. I said, they are paying for 1990. So based on they make the 3 times of calculations. So he represented, I talked about ethics, he represented the Chief Secretary, he talked to the DGP, and people talked to me also, my own secretary at the time of the Kuti Sardarji, you know. So I was only commissioner, poor commissioner. Then the person of secretary, Chief Secretary, they called, Swaran Singh, thoda sa compromise kar lo. Make some compromise. Instead of putting this much amount, you put some 50%. So in life, never make a compromise on those issues. We did not make any compromise, and that person was made to pay 1 crore and 5 lakhs rupees. He paid. That's why we were able to make this sort of innovations. This sort of innovation helped us, and today I think our director of the academy was telling about PTC. You know what is PTC? Pallavan Transport Corporation. When we joined, we make it MTC. After I joined, we make it MTC. MTC, when we joined, they were having, I should not say, I put Pujyam, 80 crore was the nashtam. 80 crore was the loss in this PTC. Why? 50% of the buses used to break down. The drivers and conductors will not bother. So then other things, 50% of the drivers and conductors used to work in somebody's house who has already retired, somebody who is this MLA, da. So then we found what is happening there. So then we thought, let us stay. As we did in Trichy, we also have an interaction with this. This 85 crores, what I'm saying, there was a net loss. Tires were stolen, steel, diesel was stolen, and so people are stolen, right? People are also stolen. What will you do? If you don't have the hands with you, how will you work? So then we make a thing, we found that 15 drivers were working in the house of X, who is no more related in the department. Like this, we found there was about 159 drivers who were working in somebody's house. First thing we did, we brought them back. We strengthened. To the buses which were not functional, which are not on the job, we decided that they should do the proper repairs to those people. So buses can be repaired. After doing the repairs of the buses, we can put on the road. If anybody come, we put up a GPS system. I think you might be knowing about this. Put a GPS system, so the driver should leave in the morning 5:30 or 6:30. This should be known to everybody. Then what we did more than this, we did a good thing for the families of the drivers and conductors. We conduct a health camp for everybody. We conduct a sports for the drivers, conductors and children. With this 80 crores became only 15 crores, not 1.5. It became 15 crores. All the people in the system were quite upset. You know why? You can understand. They all became upset. And then what happened? They were searching for, that will happen to many people, they were searching for some reason, some excuse, some gap, some shortcoming, that this person should be shunted out. Everybody was thinking. Now what happened? One day there was a tire puncture. Tire puncture in front of Chola Sheraton. Chola Sheraton hotel is there, you know, or Radhakishan Salai. Right? At the time, there was bus tire puncture aichiya. So then they told the CM, stop the vehicle there. They called me on the walkie-talkie wireless. He says, where is MD? He says, sir, he is in North Madras. I was listening. They in the north, Odne var chalungo. Odne var chalungo, you call him immediately. I say, var mudiya de. Because I am 35 kilometers, eppadi odne var mudiyum. I say, they say, okay. What he did? Transfer him immediately. Next day, paper news, one tire puncture, Swaran Singh shunted out. So that came in the next paper. All paper came. I must appreciate, after 3-4 days, the same CM called his principal secretaries and other people. He said, I think we have done something wrong. Because they asked me, how many tire punctures were taking place when you took over? 355 tire punctures used to happen every day. And on that particular day, I said only one tire puncture has happened and you have transferred me. I told the transport secretary and chief secretary, this message was conveyed at the top level. Thanks to the principal secretary to the CM, who might have done it or somebody has done it. So then at that level, even at the level of CM, they said we have made a mistake. Then they after 3 days, they issue order that you will make you some secretary, blah, blah, blah. Then I say, why you want to transfer him again? He said, no, there's an order from the CM, you should go and join immediately. I said, I will not join. I'll go, give me the order. Only after they go. They posted me where? Can anybody guess? They posted me in Slum Clearance Board. Tamil Nadu Slum Clearance Board means who are going to do the clearance of the slums. And the name was the Slum Clearance Board. Now we have modified it. There, why they posted me there? You understand? Slum is very tough subject. There also they were not paying a single penny. But in a period of, I was there 3 years. Mind you, 3 years living in the slums, walking in the slums, what we did? 3 years we collected 25 crores. 25 crores we collected for the people. On the promise that all the money we collect, we will invest in you. We will invest in your tenements. We invest in your houses. Invest in your children, in your family. And 25 crores become so interested. The World Bank become very delighted. So they one place Okyam Thirupakam. If somebody belongs to Simmancheri, that Sholinganallur side, so they sanctioned at the time telling, they sanctioned about 25,000 tenements to be built. 25,000 tenements to be built with the money. This is the outcome of this. Now my dear, why I want to put in the last but not the least. Two things please keep in mind. You are doing a lot of hard work being put up by each and everybody. Let us believe, I am a firm belief, that you are really blessed by Almighty, who have come to this officer academy to become All India Service Officer. You are the blessed soul, I can use the word. Everybody cannot think about it, cannot plan about this. Why I am saying, second thing is, how many people will succeed, how many don't. Don't worry about this. It is not written. It is like, it sometimes is a chance. Anybody can become. Please believe me or not. But if you are putting a sincere hard work, I use the word called, I put in the beginning, daily work management, DWM. First step is, please have a daily work management plan every day. Whatever you do here, what you do at home, wherever you do that, until you have a DWM, it will be very, very difficult. Second thing which I used to do was, there's called critical incident diary, CID. Critical incident diary means there are something has happened. For example, Article 370, right? So Article 370, certainly there will be a write-up in your main examination. This is called critical incident diary. This sort of steps which will be asked in your main examination. This is number 2. Third most important thing is, you heard about SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. So please try to, when you study, please God's sake, I am not giving any lecture or any philosophy, I am just sharing my experience. Try to have a SOP. If you have a SOP, you need not put in Punjab, what do the people do in North India? The girls can not put it. Or dupatta, what do you call it? Put it mela. Shawl? What do we put up this dupatta? A karbu color, what do you call it? Huh? Burka illa. Huh? Dupatta call it, no? Some tuni. All the girls in Punjab or Chandigarh or Delhi, they tie it. Sir, I'm reading in the morning 4 o'clock. I'm reading in the night 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I think this sort of things are not required in SOP. If you put in, let us say 6 hours to 8 hours in a day, I use the word, 6 hours or 8 hours in a day in a systematic order, which your friends here, they will be teaching us. They are teaching you. They are all experienced. They have done the thing. It's not they are not. They are really the heroes who worked, who came like you. If you do it, build your SOP, I am sure you will not worry about this. You need not lose your weight. So I am joined Officer Academy and I lost 5 kg. No. You should keep your equilibrium built. Okay, this is the third one. Last one, if I say like this, please for God's sake, have faith in God. Don't say, our mele da irukkrare, heele paak mattanga. Right? Have faith in God. I tell you, whatever the things you pray, whenever you start anything, make a prayer in the morning. And then lastly, before going to this sleep, please check whatever you decided for to do today, whether you've done 10%, 20%, 5%, 80%, try to have a review of this. Have a review of your optional paper, have a review of the general study, have a review of this. Then after you come out successfully, I wish and pray everybody should come out so that when you go for the interview, right, then we'll give you some tips which will definitely enhance your score. Because I have sat in various interviews which will help you. Now with this, I thank everybody and I'm open to any questions, any clarifications you want from me. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Either podam, let us now discuss. Anything you want clarification, any doubt, please feel free. Yes, please.
What is the hardest thing you've ever had to face in your career?
What is the?
What is the hardest thing you've had to face in your career?
Okay. Oh, very good.
Your greatest accomplishment.
Fantastic. This I want to say. I take one simple catch from only Trichy. They'll give you idea. When I was working, we were removing the encroachments. There was some encroachments on each and every street. Or Periya Kadevadi, Chinna Kadevadi, if you see that NSB, Bose Road and all that. Right? At the time we started and we said that we'll modify, improve the city. We removed about 3,500 encroachments in 3 days. And the people, so-called big shots people, one person came with 10 advocates. 10 advocates. And says, Sir, now stay out of Wangita. There's another catch. Stay out of Wangita. Neenga the building touch pan mudiyade. I said, okay, stay out of Kamingo. There's a common sense you need. There's a Kaming in a papo. So there were no stay order. Only paper matto. Right? So, oh my God, stay order. All black ported, jacket ported, white mari ported. Vandara sir. I said, where is the stay order? There's another catch. So I say, oh my God. Second issue. That was nothing. He said, we'll see you in the High Court. High Court, they put a contempt of court. My advocate must appreciate the judge also. He said, you show where is the video. I used to take the video of each and everything. The video path par gaye. I said, they never showed any stay order. The judge passed strictures. He was fined about 1 lakh rupees. This is the one. Second example I want to say which made me more strong. Hardest thing which should not happen with you people, which happened with me. After we removed the encroachments in Trichy, I was staying first alone. My family was somewhere in Tuticorin or somewhere. In the night, somewhere at 11 o'clock, some people, 4 or 5 people, came fully drunk with oil. They came and knocked at the door. Singh Valile Va! This I have not told anybody. You asked me, that's what I'm saying. It made me more bold and hard time was there. Valile Variya or Punjab ke Poriya. Oh my God. I say, what to do in such case? So my watchman, they tied the watchman there where he was sleeping with the pillar. So, Ayya or Ayya kek rahe. Now I was only one person inside, which I said to the Almighty, have faith in Almighty. Then I say, Epa, ni nella vara. Talk with the confidence, what you said. Hard time, even the hard time, talk with the confidence. At the time, I said, no, these people, everybody with the arvail, everybody might be having something. You don't have even anything. Now I said, oh, Tambi, enadi tobaki ange kunda. I shouted like this, enadi tobaki kunda. When I saw that, everybody acha. Then I came out, I saw people running. I came out myself, catch hold of one person. They were fully drunk. Catch hold from the collar. Then I asked the watchman, so then we catch the person. We put him there, no beating, nothing. They called the inspector. Inspector came. Inspector picked him up. And then they told me that this was arranged by the local member of the parliament. But today, I'm the same. This is the hardest time which I never shared with my family also. If you share this sort of thing, there are some hard things we should have learn how to bear with this. Otherwise, there's a small kuti or tambi tangichi odi pona. So this give me such a big, tremendous confidence. Saying like this, what Mahakavi Bharati Munnadi solito, yeah. So for good karyam, for nalla karyam, why should feel shy and dry? You can do that. After that, so many people came and went, nothing happened. My 5 fingers are still intact. This hand and that hand also. Right? Thank you very much for your question. Right? Anything else? Yes, please. You're trying to? Very good, wonderful. Thambi, for preparation, I tell you, when I was writing civil services, I was also working. Right? But my focus was, I use the word focus. Let us have the focus on your optional. If I say the optional, first time I told you, first time what mistake I committed, I became overconfident that I am doing my PhD in economics. But I got the worst score in economics. First attempt, my score was the worst in economics. Right? Now what I decided, where you are thorough, where your basics are very clear, where with put, they call it, I should not say, low, high, medium. Low effort, high effort, medium effort. If you can achieve more by putting low efforts, you identify those areas where your low efforts can give you high score, and vice versa. If you adopt this philosophy, you'll be very good. This is number 1. Number 2, you should be very clear. If I had time, I should have told you more things. Because, for example, like take the case of Indian history. Indian history, you just read once. At least you get the idea that Indian history started this, modern history, medieval history, and so on and so forth. Then you should come to know which area you should focus. Right? If you took out that particular area, your focus should be on that particular issue. But you should have the knowledge. But I use the word knowledge. Knowledge is one thing. Second is the focus. If you have the focus on this, and don't try to mingle up with the service. Don't try to with the tension of the service. When you are working in the office, focus on this. When you are working on these studies, please focus on this. Don't bring office at home and home in the office. If you have the clarity for this, I think you will be comfortable. Right? Yes, my dear. One more person raise the hand. Yes, Thambi.
What have you done with the pre-symptomatic garbage?
I could not get you.
What have you done with the pre-symptomatic garbage?
Oh, yeah. What have you done? Okay, right. First of all, 3 metric ton becoming 375 metric ton. It's very massive. What we did 2 things. One, we started making vermicompost. We start selling to the people. Start selling. That was also one of the reasons people start selling to the people. 2, we start developing our own parks and play fields. Though people also start coming. Then we started doing the segregation of the garbage with the people. So these 395 metric ton, we used to send even to Tanjavur. There are some 2-3 factories there also. They wanted this thing, organic garbage, to be utilized for them. We are able to help with them. Then we create wealth out of the waste, if I use the word. Right? So this is what we did. Yes? Anybody from this side? House of Lords. House of Commons. House of Commons are more powerful than the House of Lords. Yes, please. Any personal thing you want to share? Yes, fine. NGOs. If I say Tamil Nadu is the only state where you have the maximum number of NGOs. Right? This is number 1. How to make use of them? You have to, let us say, you have to identify the credentials of those NGOs. I'm not saying all are bad NGOs. There are so many NGOs who can help you Even in terms of, Thambi was telling, even in terms of garbage, they will able to help. Two, they can help you in water management. Now in Kaveri, for example, Kaveri, if you look into this, Tamil Nadu, the Trichy starts for Kaveri is flowing in Trichy itself. If the people are not getting water, what a shame for the commissioner, shame for the administration. People are going dry without water, right? Some of the NGOs are quite specialized in child and women welfare, like infant mortality rate, ANC, PNC, so antenatal care. Some of the NGOs are quite good, some quite very nice in those. You have to decide, first of all, which NGOs are capable of doing this. To see the reputation of those particular NGOs. Most of the NGOs, don't mistake me, IIT, Rotary Club, Lion Club, blah, 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 they'll come, take beautiful photographs. Okay, they put in all the papers and go and get money from X, Y, Z. There are some NGOs, the silent heroes. Okay, they do a lot of works. A lot of work in the education. If I should not say in education, there are people, there are 6 standard girls, cannot say a single sentence. 6 standard person don't know alphabets of A, E, I, U. These are the NGOs who can contribute a lot, that can do a lot of work there. Specialized NGOs is most important. Okay, there are so many NGOs. If you go and see the list of the people, quite well reputed NGOs also there who can be useful. Right? Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, my dear.
So, was Tamil Nadu your first preferences in the state list? And what's your first impression about Tamil Nadu when coming to Tamil Nadu?
Bluntly and frankly speaking, during our time, as a blunt answer, we were given an option. You will also given an option. First option, second option, third option. Being a human being, my first option was obviously for Punjab. Right? 2, I have no regrets to come to Tamil Nadu. I am very happy, keeping my mother's vision in mind. Putting this in Tamil Nadu, I feel in North India, if you have got 10 rupees in the pocket, you will pose like this, have 10 lakhs in the pocket. But in Tamil Nadu, if you have 10 crores in the pocket or in the waist, in the green color belt, so if there were 10 crores in this pocket, but they will pose that they got 10 paisa. Second, they are much more pragmatic. Pragmatic in the sense, I am not appreciating or for naam ke vaste. They are much more pragmatic. Pragmatic in the sense, they will talk sensible things. They will not become over excited. Like even the marriages, if you look into this, if you go to Punjab, there were how many varieties or North India? See, there's a mad rush. I served 145 items. But inge ukkaranga, if you put on the leaves, illam makkal saavtuvaanga, enna tharuvaanga, pakka vegetarian, right? Majority of the people, I use the word, 99% of the people, including me, we served only vegetarian, no military sapad, right? So there itself, they also give tangam. It's not they are not giving, they are also giving, but they don't make show off, right? Number 2, second thing which I noticed in them, they are much more clear. Clarity is very much there. Third, the last one, the people of South or Tamil Nadu prefer to be at a better post. People from Punjab or UP or Haryana, what they go abroad. They go to Canada, go to America, go to Australia. What they do? Driver. Right? So that's why skills and competencies are much more here than there. That's enough. Podma? Okay. Yes, Thambi.
So if you were a collector of duty going at the time of the duty being shut out, what's your approach to this? And in this context, at what point the peaceful talks with the public should be taking place, and at what point police force should be used?
Very good, Thambi. It's a very valid question for Thoothukudi. Thoothukudi is a place which is always famous for this, right? I give you example, then you can narrate. I will not go in detail because some of the people may be having pussy irko. So I was posted as the collector of Tuticorin also by chance. The reason was the previous collector has got 3 grown-up daughters. 3 grown-up daughters. right? And the people who are surrounding there, with due respect to the fishermen or other people who are not in favor of this, they used to come and create a lot of problems. And he represented the government and saying that I should be shifted immediately. I should be transferred immediately for the safety, for the security of the family. And within 2 hours, he was transferred. So then I reached on the same, I was given marching order, like in army they gave the marching order to go and join today itself. I left Chennai, I reached there in the night itself. Early morning, you're saying, I don't say Dindivanam, the beautiful lake was there, but there was beautiful sea was there. At Tuticorin Port Trust was there. When I came out in the morning, believe me or not, 10 people, they were having AK-47. All standing around the bungalow. 10 people, AK-47. Idka hai. Sir, ulle varvangya. They put the country bombs. They say put the country bombs. So I thought for a minute. Then I am alone. Yaar, if they put a country bomb, nothing will happen. Let us try. I said, Tambi, port vanga. They went and told the SP. Okay, his name was of Guruna Sheelan. He became panic. Sir, don't do like this. Because tomorrow anything happens, we have to respond to the government. And then he port vanga Tambi. Nothing happened. Same thing happened. I don't know how the good news spreads. Like the wildfire, the thing happened in the whole city. I mean, Tuticorin, they happened. Then what happened? There was a strike by Sterlite. I was the first man who went there. At the time, the previous collector tried his level best. People were not listening. Nothing. So I went there and the people said that we have to take a call, community. People are putting all banners, closing all shops, this. And there are a lot of likelihood to the police firing. Likely to be. The lathi charge, something like that. So I said, what's the problem? That sometimes some of the issues are created by political, either opposition people or other people and all that. So I say, I call the collector, SP, you also come with me. We'll go. He says, sir, don't go with them to the spot. I said, we'll go there. There is one punga, Rose Punga. Rose Punga, the people are standing 500 people, both sides. One side police, one side these people. I said, okay, let's go. I, my SP and the people. SP brought a big battalion. For white color, you might have seen the buses, no? They put some tabaki. I said, nothing doing. We call the people. I said, we'll sit together, nobody will come. We talk to the people, please tell us what is the problem. First they say, we don't like to talk to the police. Because they don't listen to us. What do you say? I said, look, I am come there. We listen to you. What's the problem? He says, sir, we are basically not against this Sterlite. This is their version, not our version. I say, it's not, what's the problem? He says, sir, they should give us employment. Okay, very good. What else? Is they taken our lands? They are taking our own lands. I say, okay, if you wish, we can ask them to give employment. But these people are having some problem. Tomorrow they create a pollution, they want to close it. He said, we don't want it to be closed. See that different story. I sat with the people half an hour. No consensus came. And after that I said, let us arrange some Tayyar Sadam. For all the people, including me, we took Tayyar Sadam. It took us about 4 hours. After 4 hours, the people agreed. He said, we will withdraw the agitation. Right? Let the people should be allowed to continue their factory. Right? But police should withdraw the cases which they put up false cases against our young people. This fishermen, poor people. I say, yes, that I assure you, if they are genuine people, they will be set free. And we took a stand. Next day, all the genuine cases, the cases are withdrawn. That gave a confidence to the people. I was there, they don't allow me more than this. I was there for only 7 months in that particular district. Within 7 months, there was no firing in any part of the district. Right? After 7 months, believe me or not, if I say honestly, after 7 months, what happened, I don't know. Then again, Sterlite came, a lot of things happened, you might have seen. But if we should have sat with the people, called all the people, not one man. We always try to find fault with the private people. Government people should also sit and find out what's the reason. If the pollution control board report is negative, what's wrong in not accepting? Why somebody should come from abroad and say, Epa, this is not correct. You yourself say it's not, I will not allow the people to do that. That should have done. So like this is not the first case. We tackled so many problems like this without going even for the lathi charge. Ahimsa, we never adopted. So that was the issue. If you listen to the people, talk to the people, give a respect to the people, these things can be easily sorted out. Right? Anything else, my dear? Yes, please.
The number of aspirants who actually clear the exams in South Slum is actually less compared to the North. What do you think might be the reason? Do we lack the maturity to take up this exam, or is there any, or we don't get the exposure to issues to analyze them, or something like that?
Very good, Thambi. What's your name?
Rupesh.
Rupesh. I answer in 2 minutes. I always quote my example first, then I'll come to you. When I wrote 1984 or 83, we were having about 5,65,000 people all over the country, out of which I put that way 70 to 80% want to make a trial. Let us see how the trend of the exam or the question paper, right? 70 to 80% go with the trend, right? Second category of the people are there. Some people just after seeing the trend. Second category of the people are who do not put the real efforts. Out of 70%, I can say, let us say remaining 20%, 80%. 20% of the people, if I say, when the final list comes, 50-50, right, that will happen. But I find even remaining 20% which are there, either the systematic efforts, SOP, either direction is missing, right, or will is there but skill is not there. Information is there, okay, advice is there, guidance there, but the knowledge is not there. Now, for example, you are very talented, right? You know everything, but you don't know how to make a presentation. Presentation means when you write something, that is also a skill. Having a knowledge about Article 370 is not sufficient. How you present this, like a PowerPoint presentation, everybody can make a presentation, right? But how you make a presentation, we should have effect. That is most important. Number 2, will and skill. I use the word will and skill. Will everybody say, but it's very difficult to measure. It's very subjective. I am talking here, I can say I don't have the will. Everybody sitting here, everybody says, yes, I have the will. But how many have the skills? This is number 2. Don't underestimate yourself or anybody. All the people, if they put real heart and soul, I use the word heart and soul. Heart and soul also. If they put the real heart and soul, I am telling you, people make it. We have a person, with due respect, I finished this. He wrote 5 times. 5 times, my dear. He was a tribal boy from Bihar. 5 times he wrote. You see what it indicates. Try again. You can succeed one day. 37 years age is there, I think, which I feel is the condition, or 32, 33, 33, 35, 37, something there. What I am saying, once you are going to write, say, want to make it pakka, become a yogi, become a sadhu. You understand what I mean to say? Not putting mala shala, not that sadhu. Okay, become a pakka sadhu, saint, saying like this, I have to focus on this. Like Arjuna sees only the bird's eye. Focus on this, 100% to make it. Right? Yes, please. Yes, madam.
So by being a bureaucrat, you are able to be a change in so many places. This is going to be my long-term unanswered question. What do you think a politician can do? Like when a bureaucrat can be of so much impact to society, how much a politician could be a kind of impact?
Good, very good. This is the practical question she asked. I will give you also practical answer which I had. There are two things which I learned before becoming a sub-collector. There is a saying in English, keep a person, I don't say person, or a politician. I use the word. Keep a person at arm's length. This is general, everybody knows. But my philosophy was, keep a person at leg's length. You understand what I mean? I will elaborate more. Whenever any politician comes, with a due respect to the politician, their own agenda. You have your own agenda, bureaucrat. Some of the people, I use the word some of the people, they surrender. Before the bugger say anything to you, what do? Sir, ஐயா வாங்க சொல்லுங்க சார் என்ன பண்ணலாமா சார் சார் உடனே பண்ணி தரோம் சார் without bloody understanding whether பண்ண முடியுமா முடியாது. So in say such political cases, we have seen how many chief ministers we've seen, how many MPs, MLA we've seen, how many ministers we've seen. First most important point is you listen to any politician, any person. His point may be very, very useful for the public interest. He say, I want a road to the tribal people. What is wrong in this, ma? I don't entertain politicians, no. So he said, I want a road for the college girls, for example. You remember who belonged to Trichy, the one place college, what is the name? New college or national college? National college, no, national college. That's Teppakolam Pakatala Pernia. BM Chatram. VM Chatram Pakatala. Girls college, Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi college, right? Indira Gandhi college story I complete, then I will not take because time is too much. Indira Gandhi college, there's a girls college. So many people made attempt. I am answering your question. It's very, very interesting. Principal talked to the commissioner of police, talked to the collector, talked to so many people. After join, I was walking there and all the people, because they are poor people, rural people, do not know much. Let us be frank, which is right or wrong. The people come and stand there and piss. Okay, girls are coming, they find very difficult, they put up, go. I was also standing in the VM Chatra bus stand, how to improve that. Then the local mantri, I don't know, local mantri, I don't know who was the person, the Kuppe Krishnan, Kuppe Tarima? Kuppa Krishnan, I used to call it Kuppe Krishnan. The reason I know why I say. He was passing through. Oh, sir, ange nikkad munnadi, Kuppe pakadale nikkade. He said, I said, why are you standing there? I said, the girls are going to the college, but these boys, the people don't understand what to do. I was just thinking. At the time, sir, he told me. I said, okay, I'll do that. At the time, some very funny idea came. I think many people may like or may not like. It's a very interesting point. This is the entrance of the college, right? This is the entrance of the college. The girls are coming, and people are pissing here. What I decided, I said, get one dog. And I did. We got a dog, put a rope, kunjo talli poto. Maybe up to 10 feet. I said, let us make a trial. Tied at the gate itself. So whenever the people used to come, he used to bark. Woo, woo. For 10-15 days, the problem was over. And this man, the political person, he was very happy, very thrilled. Ayya, problem solve aichiya. The principal vandu parana thank pantara. The minister the thank pantara. I said, nothing wrong. If somebody takes the credit, then nothing wrong in this. Such cases, we should try to support them because they are the representative of this. But if tomorrow they come and say, "Ee amma doctor odne mati panninga," then you should take a stand. Mudiyade. Why should you transfer anybody? Their family, their children, their husband is there. You would say, "Sir, na cake matange." So this sort of thing you should take a stand. So this is what I feel, ma. Yes, please. Anybody?
We work hard and we bring some changes, but when we leave, it becomes again corrupted or something. It goes back to the original state. What do you think should be done so that it will stay that it will run smooth even after you left you leave that thing? What changes should be?
Wonderful, very good, my dear. I agree with you. The pity of the services. Whatever good work is done by you, other person will try to whitewash with a black paint. Is it not? But if you set up SOP, if you create a system, then it's very difficult to change it. Like collection of property tax, right? If you make a system, make a computer, now in the world of IT, you know much better than this. See, the all ration card, all death certificate, birth certificate will be issued online, right? So what the hell the other person can do? He can't do that. So that was the thing we started in 1992. Because I give an answer you will appreciate. When I went to Punjab, I lost my mother. When I went to get a death certificate, the person who issued the certificate, our Nurva ketar, 100 rupees ketar, anikta, because there's nothing written on our face that we are A, B, C, right? The person said, sir, Nurva kodunga, madhyano kadekam. I said, bloody, I will not give a single penny. And later on, the person was also suspended, okay, and he remained in suspension for 6 months. What I want to convey is, if we create a system, okay, certainly whatever the other person come, he cannot change the system. If we try to build SOP, try to build a system, nothing will happen. Now you get a birth certificate, for example, online, like a railway ticket booking. What people can do? IRCTS, mool mein point hai, you would not go to make my trip, they charge 459 rupees. For a ticket of 750 rupees. So, if you create a system, thing will happen. Otherwise I have no answer. This is what I can say. So, I hope we have something. Yes, please.
From the side of the students side.
No, correct, Mani, correct.
No, sir, I would like to stand up.
Your choice.
From the side of the students, when we were knowing IAS only as a part of LPSNA or the enjoyment parts of IAS, but today I think we know all the ethical issues and all, even how brave we should be, so that I think we all are refreshed today, and I would like to ask my beloved friends to have a standing ovation to this.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.